also enormous.
Yes. People don't realize how fucking big that guy is.
Yeah, he's really big.
Now, best
3-point shooters.
I think I'm right here. I did a good job of putting them in their order.
Yeah. You just have, here's where I'd probably have Kobe Bryant a little lower. Like, I just think on volume, I just don't know how much Kobe's going to play compared to these other guys.
But as a shooter, as a pure shooter,
you're just talking about as a pure shooter?
As a pure shooter.
Then wouldn't you have Kobe, like, might be the purest because of the percentage? I don't know.
I know. We both know Chaz Lanier's the best shooter in this draft class.
Yeah. I don't think there's a chance he is. No.
Chaz?
But, no, I think Chaz, just from college shooting standpoint, yeah.
I think just from, like, if you're looking at prospects,
I think Con and Trey are just going to take a lot of shots, man. And to me, like, how much do you want a guy? Like, I get the percentages and everything like that, but to me, at the end of the day, it's
okay. If we were putting all these guys
making a lot of threes on, like, a good percentage.
But, like, I think if you look at this, Chaz, like, who we're better.
That has to play a part in it as well, Cyro.
Yes, I agree. But who
the amount of threes they take.
Who do you think is going to be the most translatable shooters?
I'd say Trey and Colin, probably. Yeah.
Colin.
Oh. Yeah.
Well, I still think Cedric and Chaz are, like,
I even have Liam McNeely just because I think he's just going to take more shots. Yeah. I
do think Chaz and Cedric just as pure shooters, and if they do get volume, they are better shooters. Like,
yeah. No, but, like, at the end of the day, like, it's going to be really interesting because as great as Chaz shot last year, like, the NBA is a totally different ball game. Yeah, I like with Kobe Bryant, that's the skill he's going to bring to an NBA team. You just wonder how many minutes he's actually going to be able to,
Do you agree with this then? I put Walter as, like, the 10th, Brea as 9.
Yeah.
Because I'm just putting Brea because he is a better shooter, but Walter's probably definitely going to get more. Coop's a good shooter.
Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Brea and Clayton have higher percentages than Cooper Flagg, but Cooper Flagg take more shots.
I think would you agree with my sentiment though that Brea out of all the likely second round picks is probably going to be the best shooter?
Percentage wise, probably. Yeah.
Or, like,
the guy's a shooter.
Not just that, but he could be drafted to a team that needs shooting and ends up playing more minutes than you and I expect, because even though I
just wonder if he hits that athleticism threshold. That's the part I'm worried about.
If he's able to show that he can either shoot well enough to stay on the floor or move well enough to stay on the floor.
The defense, the D part is going to be really important there. Like,
but you agree that I didn't mean to cut you off right there, but what I was going to say is, did you agree? Oh, well, not agreed. Would you agree in this situation was where, like, he's the type of guy where his shooting could be so good that it leads him to get the opportunities, unlike other potential 3-point marksmen in the second round?
It's certainly possible. Yeah. Well, just based on how well he's shot through his college career.
Riley Minex or Kobe Bryant?
As a shooter?
Like, just as a prospect.
Yeah. Oh, as a prospect? I guess Brea shot out of his mind, dude. Like, that's the thing. Like, he does have, like, a really nice resume as far as just from the aspect of being a shooter.
Well, yeah, the reason I brought that up is because of the fact that Minex was on a two-way.
Armins. Yeah.
And I was just thinking, like, oh, if that's the case, maybe, you just take a flyer.
But, yeah, like, you're drafting Kobe Bryant to be a shooter. Yeah.
And there's teams that the Orlando Magic couldn't end up utilizing him. You wouldn't have thought Jalen Wells would have played all the minutes that he did. Granted, Jalen Wells is incredible,
but he also played the minutes that he did. I partly injuries, right, and then partly because of his defense, like a large part because of his defense as well.